Wasn't me.
Welcome back, y'all.
Thanks.
Let's be
Thanks.
back.
Thanks. Thanks for welcoming me. I feel very welcomed.
Do you? Would you like to play some D&D?
Hell yeah.
Fuck yes. Picking up where we left off. The party on their way to reclaim their friend Seven from whatever this mother had in store for him. Continue their journey further deeper down the tunnels below the graveyard of other warforged in various parts. As you pushed deeper and deeper, you found an unconscious looking pile of metal, roughly seven sized. As you approached, as it stood, it greeted you and asked if you were friends of Seven. As you affirmed, it acknowledged and told you it was here to eliminate friends of Seven. So, battle quickly ensued. You started to fight the large tanking warforged. As the fight went on, Zinteth, as you came in close to hit it with your hammer, you finally got contact with Zoth. Zoth let you know that something was happening. Seven had been knocked out, his body left and chained to a table. There were cords. There was another body that he was being transferred into. He was unsure. He's a cat. But he told you that time was of the essence. You would continue to make quick work of the Warforged Titan, knocked it out, and made your way into a large laboratory. Large metal tables, all with varying degrees built of scrapped Warforged. You see piles of sorted body parts, arms, legs, torsos, heads, but no Seven. As you enter the room and start to frantically look around, you hear the sliding of a steel door on stone as emerging from a room, large, 13 feet tall, multiple arms, the one known as mother to the other Warforged introduced themselves as one to you all. Conversation ensued about the destiny of Seven, what he is here to do, the fact that he is being transferred now into the body of Eight, as Eight needs to lead the new army that is being forged. You pleaded, you reasoned, you begged for one to understand that the reason why so many failed attempts of iterations of this war were because they needed a general, but they needed something else. They needed a more humanized Seven, a more humanized general, someone with the experience and the connections of your friend. Not following your logic completely and sticking to the task that they were given, one was ready to brush you off and continue what they had been set out to do. In a last ditch effort, Valir, Ravi, you put all your cards on the table and you revealed your insignias, your family crests, your connections to the things upstairs, the things that have been, will be, possibly bluffed your way to saying you were somehow connected to whoever this creator was. Unsure how to interpret it, one stood aside and allowed you to see your friend. As you entered the other chamber, the small room connected to this larger laboratory, you saw two tables connected by wires, electricity coursing through the two. On one, you saw your friend Seven, bolted down, body twitching and convulsing in not pain, but definitely not comfort. On the other, you saw a much sleeker, more refined traces of Melfinian ore and other precious metals, the body of what you can assume to be Eight. working frantically, trying to speak to Seven, trying to disconnect him from the table or the electricity from the process. You ran into a flurry of attacks and convincing Seven to wake up and trying to pull him awake and pull him off of this table. Things were about to get dire, Ravi, at the expense of a little bit of damage to possibly your friends in the room that you left him. You grabbed Seven, and Thunder stepped out of the room. Connection broken. Ravi, you sat in the larger laboratory, begging Seven to wake up. Seven, as your consciousness was finishing being overtaken, you felt your body start to go limp. Your eyes died down and go to pitch black. Whatever it is that was Seven was now a part of 8. But there was something that was never 8's, that was always yours. Something very powerful that in this moment you were willing to sacrifice in order to keep yourself here with your friends. You found yourself in a moment surrounded by darkness, face to face with a conscious 8. He thanked you for returning what was his and bringing him something a little bit more special. As he pulled the Hember seed from your body, you were able to hold on to what was left of 7 even, the consciousness, the memories built of the last few months, but nothing more. We pick back up. 7, your eyes flicker awake. Ravi, you're standing here in this room with just 7. The rest of you watch Ravi and 7 disappear in a flash. You hear the crack of thunder. Remind me for Thunderstep, it does not discriminate, correct? It is anything within 5 feet?
10 feet.
10 feet. I would like everybody
That's why
else,
I told everybody to back off. If they didn't listen, you know.
for how fast this would have occurred, there was no
Yeah,
time.
no chance.
Is
Got
essentially the idea.
Yep.
I would like everybody in the room to give me a Constitution saving throw. Everybody else. That's not 7 or Ravi.
I'll go ahead and roll this real quick.
Yeah, I could have made it, but okay. You said con save?
Yes.
Okay.
You all get Saishori's aura as well, because if she is within 10 feet of this, you are within 10 feet of her. So I decree.
All right. Do I also get that?
You are not in the room. You are
All
with
right.
Ravi out of the room.
I got a 17.
See, this is what I get for talking crap.
We're rolling con save. Sorry, I stepped away for a second.
Yeah, con save.
It is probably Saishuri says what? It's a D6?
Plus 4.
Plus 4. Okay, so 9.
There's your damage, folks. Luckily, not too bad.
And you're a DC 14, correct, Ravi? Or 15?
15.
19, let's go.
Vintet, 7 points of thunder damage.
Ow.
Pollution, 14 points of thunder damage. Valir, 14 points of thunder damage. Saishori, 7 points of thunder damage. But as you all take the concussive blast to your chest and try to guard yourself the best you can, the 4 of you find yourself in this room. 7 gone. What would any of you like to do?
DM, before we get started, Am I losing my mind, or did you say at the end of the session that 7, as he was waking up, hears in the back of his head, "Come find me"? Did I have
Yes.
that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's for 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, it's just making sure.
If I know which way they went, I would just follow them like out the room.
I would say with your passive perception, not hard to, after you shake off the blast, you take a second. You can hear Ravi continuing his, probably the tail end of his speech of a 7, trying to wake 7 up. So they are here to be in the laboratory behind you.
I'll actually do an investigation check on like the area where 7 was.
Sure, give me an investigation check. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
That one.
You take 1 point of lightning damage as you go to investigate the table. That was electricity was running through it to do whatever this process was, and no longer having the conduit that is 7. You accidentally touch the table and get a little shock.
After that, I just say fuck that and just walk out the room.
7, you are conscious. If that was
Oh no, 7's still diff. Readjusting.
fair enough.
Look up. See, Robbie's like, that was so loud.
Sorry about that, 7. We were out of options. I'm just happy you're still here.
Yeah. Most of me's here.
What does that?
Do I can, yeah, no. I no longer have access to the Hember seed.
It was taken from me.
Yeah, 8 has it.
Well, if that's what it took to save your life, 7, I think it was a worthy trade.
Yeah. 7, well, we're talking, 7's gonna dig through his bag. He wants to put on his gauntlet. He's taking off the knuckle dusters for right now.
All right.
Thanks for coming, guys. I told her you'd be here. We're gonna talk more, and then, nope. Put that disc on me, and next thing I'm on the table.
What of? I'm looking towards the other room. Did he? Is he active?
Should be. Yeah. Well, one kept going on and on about how we both can't be general. Only one of us is it. But I was awake, so I was right. I was the general first. I don't think she liked my answers. Putting the other gauntlet on.
I'm gonna look over and see if because I know we had Thunder stepped out to the outside room. I want to look over and see if one is looking at the situation and if I can get anything out of her in terms of her reaction to this.
as you look up, I would say Valir, Vinteth, and Zaishori, are you following Blushin out of the room, or are you staying in the smaller lab?
I'm assuming we notice where they went as well.
Yeah, it's not a hard. He's in the larger lab behind you. It's not too far away.
Yeah, then I would have definitely went over there.
Originally just ran out the room.
So, Ravi, as you look up, you see the rest of your party is starting to exit that smaller lab and make their way over to you. As you look around to see where one is, you don't have eyes on them currently.
Wonder where she went. Ah. I just like to take a look at Seven. Seven, can I examine you? I just want to make sure structurally you're okay, at least as best as I can see.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take a few minutes to do that.
I'm gonna attempt to help him. That's all I got. The whole situation's fucked up.
Yeah, Ravi, you can give me an investigation check with advantage.
Sure.
And while Ravi and Vinteth are taking their time to do that, party is now all back together. Is there anything we wish to do, say? As Ravi and Vinteth are just taking some time to go over Seven's physical form, at least, and make sure he's fully together.
Mm. I just put my hand on Seven and just say, I'm glad we have you back.
Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna make it, but I told one if I survive this, I'm gonna kill her.
That sounds like you.
Yeah.
Understandable, but maybe hold off on any fight against one. She did, though she took some persuasion, allow us to go back there and attempt to stop what was happening.
I don't know why she didn't just wait. Or so I said you guys were coming. Then I was on the table. And I'm really mad about it.
Oh, she
I'm
knew we
not
were
gonna
coming.
ignore the blueprints.
Something we fought said Friends of Seven, destroy Friends of Seven. So
I gave them an order before I got on that table to let you guys through.
Obviously, she did not authorize you as the general or the authority before you were on the table.
X did. Where's X?
who's X?
The half Warforged. Can I see
Hello?
if I can see? Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
In a pile, you see a waving half Warforged.
Is,
Yeah.
Is that your friend, Seven?
Yeah. I think so. He guided me here. I woke him up first. He's told me like, "Oh, I'm the general. I have all this power here." And it was weird that I didn't have access to all the archives. But yeah, he seems good.
Is he still your friend?
X, are we still good?
Strange. I don't feel a compulsion to obey, but
Do you
want
feel?
to be friends?
Yeah, we're friends now. Do you feel compulsion to attack?
No.
Yeah, he's good.
Good to know. Do you want to leave him here when we start heading out, Seven? Do you want us to take him with us?
I don't think he's gonna come with us now that 8's awake.
I kind of just look over to X to see if I see any reaction to what I said.
Give me an insight check.
18.
As best as you can read it on a robotic face, and let's call it just your ability and time you spent with Seven, there's a bit of confusion in their mannerisms, at least. They're not sure what's going on.
X, do you know where one may have headed off to? Maybe we could have a bit of a chat before we depart.
See their heads start to look around. One is in the ceiling.
I
Do
will
we-
look up in the
Yeah.
direction he pointed.
Yeah.
Did we notice her? Notice one?
As you look up again, you see the ceiling is this just rough piece, like different, weirdly holding together pieces of different warfores that looks like it should collapse at any moment. You don't know the physics that's holding this up right now, but like almost behind a stalagmite, tight. You know the ones that come out
Yep.
of the ceiling.
Yeah.
Of body parts. You can see just kind of creeping around a corner. You see like the couple hands just holding on, just looking, just watching, just
I'm gonna yell. What are you doing up there?
on
Right.
the off chance you survived. Protecting myself.
There. Well, you're fine. For now. Yeah, Ravi said it's not a good idea to attack you, so I'm probably just not gonna do that right now. They want to talk.
No, I don't. I know this is a beautiful reunion of, like 3 hours, but can we get the fuck out of here now?
Oh, look at pollution. Hey. Where's the other guy?
He's hanging out somewhere.
Jasper
Who's
is
outside the room?
hugging the
for?
door. Yeah, he's hugging the door. He is not coming directly in here.
You don't know Seven, but don't trust that man anymore.
Yeah.
They will
He set you up.
start to make their way out of the, as you're having this conversation, their way down from the ceiling. You can watch the many arms just kind of spider their way down.
So I was thinking that thing is such a diplomat.
As one starts to make their way down to the ground level to converse with you, Ravi and Vinteth, you complete your search of Seven. Physically, he appears fine. You see no major damage, nothing that would alarm you that needs repair immediately. I think between the two of you, Robbie being a mechanic and being someone who is in tune with Warforged, automatons, things of that nature, and Vinteth, you being a priest and someone of the soul and the heart and the mind. Between the two of you, while Seven is not damaged physically, you have the sense that something is definitely missing and different about your friend. It's not so much that he is lesser, but some part of him is lost and changed.
Interesting. Well, how do you feel, Seven? You look fine.
I didn't think I was coming back. Now, still pretty mad at one. As I keep trying to adjust the gauntlets to try to make them attune faster.
That's between you two.
No, I want to talk things out with her. Wait till you guys got here.
I'm picturing us, all three of us, slowly turning and staring at one.
Yeah. It's like, psh, she knows I have blueprints. She's not seeing them now. Just shake my head, just looking up at her, going back to the ground, just shaking my head, and like, the best that I can convey as Seven is like, you know when you get really frustrated and then you just start moving like your tongue around your teeth, like, yeah, grinding your teeth in your jaws, like, I can't, but that's what I'm trying to convey. Just, if she gets within 5 feet of me, uppercut.
No. She is at ground level,
Yeah.
Up.
but not within 5 feet of you.
Yeah.
She will
I will not
get over.
actively start a fight with her.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'd say the fact that you're not mauling her is a good sign.
Well, the whole point was just to talk.
I do apologize for having to complete my task. I may have acted too quickly.
You think? And now Seven's doing air quotes because, yes, he did learn them.
You did not seem to want to listen to reason, and I was prepared to listen when your friends arrived, but I saw an opportunity. You mentioned a very, very powerful thing, something we needed. I could not risk it getting away.
What's she
Are
talking
you
about?
referring to what was taken from him?
Slowly tilts my head, or is like,
You did tell her about the Hember seed.
I did.
Mm. He does like talking about that in his sleep.
So, uh, above table, peek behind the screen. When he did mention it, I rolled to see if she understood what that was and what she could do with it. And I rolled 2 nat 20s.
Oh,
Oh.
man.
I
She knew
was
exactly.
forced to do something.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's
So-
fine.
So, one, you have this. Do you have what you need? 7 is free to leave. Separated from this service you would have enlisted him into.
I need to confirm 8 is indeed awake. As that has been the issue. He has not been able to awaken. But if 8 is complete and 7 is still functioning, I don't know a better term for 7 is obsolete.
You can physically see the frustration growing on 7.
Maybe there are better words there. 7 is maybe not necessary for your plan. But if you would oblige us, I understand why you took the action. You were working on the information you had available to you. We've been doing the same, working with the information available to us. But there is still much we don't know. What I said before, I meant it. If there is a way for us to assist in this conflict, I do not wish to be the pawns of the deities of our plane. So if you're willing, I'll start off by asking. I was only able to estimate the amount of cycles this has happened. I dug down and saw different versions of Warforged changed, upgraded, cycle after cycle. But I think all of us would like to know exactly how long this has been going. And I will turn back then to Blution and I will say, Blution, if you don't want to be here for the questions, feel free to leave. But we have important information we need to gather.
Just make it quick. It's a little safer as a group. I guess I got a duty to do. For R&D.
I cannot date how long things occurred before us.
Get Who is us?
Are you saying these wars started before your creation?
I was not around for the first wars.
Uh, well, how long have you been here?
By my best estimations. I have been functioning for. You see their face. Again, no expression or emotion, but their head kind of tilts in that way of trying to remember your childhood, essentially. Since my first war through the last one that she kind of gestures towards Seven. Seven, General. I believe the total is 59.
59 cycles. You mean?
59 war cycles, yes.
And about how long were each of these cycles?
Roughly every 600 years.
Naturally, my next question then is, how long has it been since the last cycle, since the last war?
$599 years.
God damn it. I knew I fucking knew it. Uh, wonderful. Well, I will look back to everyone. Better to know than to not know.
Yeah, that sounds about right for our luck.
Hmm.
You have a time limit.
Question. So, who made you?
I was a first iteration general of the creator.
So you were a
Yes.
general.
I am one.
If was this created? Was this a living entity? Do you have something you would describe as a deity in the same way we do? One that you would call a god?
We do not require such a thing. We have the creator who gave us a purpose.
Is this creator still alive?
We can only assume they still provide the armies the body of the next general when requested. And she kind of like turns her head back towards the room behind her where 8 is currently.
Does the creator have a name?
One could assume, but that is not necessary for our function.
So 30,000 plus years of these cycles of war, and no one knows, not in the archives or anything, the name of their creator.
They are simply referred to as the creator.
Have you seen the creator?
Once. A very, 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 very long time ago.
And how was their appearance?
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. This is gonna get heavy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right.
Think about what else you
Just-
want to ask.
Just to prep everybody, you know, if we're having a little internal, huddle conversation about this. I'd like to know personally if one has any. So here are my asks. I'd like to know if one has any direct recollection of like she says that the creator provided these soldiers, but obviously she has some hand in making them. We've seen her doing construction.
Mhm.
So on a selfish level, I'd like to see, does she know the ones associated with my attached family crest? Like, were they under the name Dawn Shard? Did she ever meet any of these people? Were they associated with the creator in some way? So that's my first. But the bigger thing for everybody is
The generals
did-
are sent to her. She doesn't make them.
the what?
The generals that she requests are sent to her. She doesn't make them.
The generals are, but these are the stuff with my family crest was pulled off of random parts
Okay.
from within the piles
There.
over a few different generations of the machines.
If it's Ned, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
And then the bigger one, since she herself said she's been a general in these, one would think
Yeah.
one would think she'd remember who they fought in these prior wars.
Yeah.
We have heard that these will be fights against essentially our current crop of deities, but I mean, obviously our history is bastardized, but as far as we know,
Well.
these have been the creators of our people. So were they different deities back then? Or are they the same ones? Is she going to say, well, yes, we went to war against the armies of Soren Lin? That
Yeah,
sort of
but
thing.
what the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah,
I want to
yeah.
know what the fuck is so special about Zelenkov that the wars keep happening. If they are different deities, like why do different deities keep coming here, or the same deities keep coming here, and then they're fought off?
That's a good question, too. I doubt she's going to know what makes this world special. We just know that somehow the chaos and the energy, of these conflicts fuels, I don't know, the cycle, time,
I would like
this
to know
planet.
specifically what I fought against, what war I led
Hmm.
against with those creatures.
If she can help you with your memories. So.
Yeah. Now Seven's memory is even worse. Now all I know is what I know from what I've woken up. No more flashbacks. Fucking 8.
Anything before we jump back in? Any other like big stuff? Since once we leave here, there's no guarantee we will ever get to speak to one again.
I don't know. It'd be worth trying to figure out where they stored their documents.
Oh yeah, do they
Whatever.
have documentation surrounding the prior conflicts?
Are the archives?
The
Yeah,
archives.
right.
Yeah,
Do they have
yeah,
their
the
own archives?
I mean, they said they do, but X was telling Seven like he's surprised that he hasn't read any of them. So I don't know. Like, I don't know if we could try to figure out what the location is to see if we can try to get in there or whatever. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, you get to kind of ask, like, if the wars were against any of the gods or any specific names they remember and what occurred.
Yep. Agreed.
All right. As you ask one about the creator, again, you see that vague look in the face of just the slight held tilt. The only description you have for it is someone trying to like remember, like asking somebody in their 40s to describe what their dad looked like when they were like 2 is essentially what you're asking for in the situation. I don't remember much of my time with him. They were a slender man, dark hair, dark skin. Always working. You see they kind of trail off at the end. They're not sure. They get bits and pieces. They have moments of clarity followed by muddled, fuzzy memory of a person that once worked directly on them, with them, working on making these warforged thousands of years ago. You get a very simplistic description of a not quite elderly, but older human person, darker complexion, white hair.
Human specifically, like if we asked about the ears, like he would say rounded, not pointed.
As far as they remember.
Okay.
Darker skin, white hair, but not much else.
What was what did I lead the battle of fight against when I was general?
I I can't confirm what you fought against exactly. If it was similar to other iterations. The wars can be messy with alliances and traitors, building up allies that you can trust has always been important.
Yes.
What of your wars? One, you said you were regen, granted for earlier conflicts. Who did you lead your armies against? We only have speculation at who the enemies may be this time. So anything could happen.
Angels mostly.
Uh, Angels. I understand that might be your word for them. Did these creatures look like us? Like elves? Were they rounded eared like your creator? Or were they something else?
Beings of celestial lineage. Those humanoid in structure, but much, much taller. Winged beings.
DM, do we have? eh, Are there are there, for lack of a better word, are there celestial beings, to our knowledge, wandering the planes? Do we have our plane? Do we have any familiarity with those who might be, you know, celestial touched in that way, where they're not necessarily deities themselves, but
Anyone can give me a history check if they wanted to.
I
Yes.
would want to do that.
Heck yeah.
As a speaker of Celestial,
Nope.
I definitely want to.
oh, whoops, I don't know. That was history.
I don't think it rings a bell for 7.
Yep. 7, you're not sure what you do and don't know anymore.
Yeah.
Um, I would say for the most part, all of you would have a general understanding that, well, if the gods exists, there has to be some combination of things that protect and serve them that don't live here on the material plane. I think Saishori and Vinteth. Rare though tiefling might be, these descendants of devils and demons and things of that nature, there are obviously confirmed cases of them. Saishori, you are one of them. You have just been into an entire city of them. The whispers of those that might be celestial touched or have some sort of angelic blood to them in the world You've heard it, but those are considered more the the wives' tale of the world, that the gods or their servants were here on Zelenkov at some point, and through whether it be mating or just proximity, there were angel or celestial touched, born into this world. Half human, half dyadic blood of some kind. But even that's rare, and you've never encountered it.
Makes sense. Sounds wild, but makes sense. So we know they exist, but none of us have ever seen them. That have we read about them,
Correct.
or we just like know through like you said, like through context clues that half devils that are exist. So obviously,
Yeah, it's been theorized. It's never been proven, essentially.
so we have an idea. Okay. I was not expecting to hear, but it makes sense.
I'll relay that to the group and just mention. I thought it was an old wives' tale, but who knows now? It could be.
Nope.
Anything seems possible now.
And there's much that the denizens of our world apparently have not seen. One,
We have to fight Angel.
yes. I assume they're still out, 'cause I don't think I took them back. I'd like to kind of just gesture to the parts I showed her before. I'll just say, I've been trying to investigate my family's connection to all of this, to this conflict, the construction of these beings. Are you familiar with these prior crests yourself? Have you ever met anyone associated with them? Or are these sorts of marks not just mine, but any others that might be on your Warforged army? Are they associated with the Creator?
She looks at the things that you presented her, the different pieces of armor with your sigil, even the piece of the cable with the Warsanok symbol on it. I cannot confirm if either of these are directly connected to the creator, but she picks up the piece of the armor showing with Tressum the Darn Shard symbol on it.
Mhm.
This symbol started appearing on armors of the army around Five's time.
And each of these generals does what, roughly 8 or 9 war cycles?
They go until they do not come back.
I see.
How
The
long
wars.
was I?
Go ahead.
How many cycles was I general for?
The last one would have been your third.
And these cycles, these wars are fought here on Zelenkov?
That's a good question.
Yes, the land becomes war torn for a time.
Then why
So
did
then they're
the
not
people not
fought
remember
here.
it? Right, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say they're not fought here. They are fought on the material plane.
For the most part, they can spill into other planes on occasion.
Sorry, please continue.
Oh, why? Do you know why there's no written history of these wars? For the rest of us?
Where we come from, the people are not even aware that there have been any such.
I you watch as their body starts to seize.
We overloaded.
Oh no,
Oh shit.
we fried her brain.
We didn't think about it.
I asked the wrong question.
Not
put a-
yet.
Put a fan on her, quick.
As her body,
We did.
as you see her face start to lock up, the body and joints start to spark in places. You all hear a sickening sound of metal scraping against metal as you watch a blade about 6 inches thick pierce through her abdomen and out in front of all of you.
It's the last of my will.
I had more questions.
Why
We didn't ask for the
indeed?
archive.
You watch as the blade retracts, the body falls limp to the ground. You see standing behind her, arm extended into a blade, body awakened. 8.
Point like, yeah, that's 8.
You know, 7 wanted to do that. He's gonna be really mad.
Hello, 8. Nice to meet you. Why the hell did you do that when we were talking to her?
Why? Well, conversation seemed to have gone as far as it needed to, and she has proven herself obsolete. So, I thank you all for what you have done.
What did we do?
They delivered you safely. Here. I am now awake. And I can continue what needs to be done.
We were asking her questions, 8. out of a desire to understand our world and help with the conflict to come. Are you saying there was no purpose she could have served when this new plan, to our understanding, requires you to launch all of your forces, every iteration of these troops? I would hate to see this conflict being led off by such short-sighted action on your end.
Well, lucky for me, I am a fast learner. And besides, you're right. We do need to launch everything. You watch as he picks up a hand. As he makes a fist, you watch as eyes start lighting up in the entire room around you. Seven, in this moment, you feel a familiar power source radiating from 8 and through this chamber. As I said, you have brought me something very important. And that is the reason why you are still breathing. I thank you all for what you've done. And for the second thing you've given me, I'll allow you to leave.
What was
We
the
should really
second
go
thing?
now.
Sounds good.
Wait. What was the second thing? What was the second thing?
My way out.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
We should go.
Yes,
e-
let's.
Well,
Yeah.
I kind of whisper it up. We'll play nice. We'll handle this later.
I like this guy. I want to talk more.
Our business here is
Hmm.
done.
You know, whisper Vinta. He knows everything that I do, so he does know you too.
What is that supposed to mean? Do you genuinely hate me, Seven, or is it just
Eight.
banter?
No,
8, we will leave. But please remember that your side of this conflict has lost 59 times. And as one said, alliances are important for what comes next. So don't dismiss us as if we are worthless to your cause. If you'd like to get moving on your plans, so be it. But allow us to contact you as this conflict nears its beginning.
I would like. We're going to call this a group persuasion check. Because everybody's in on this thing.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I like that.
Even
Ooh,
you,
nat
Lucian.
20.
And good, because
Yeah,
mine is not good. So I need the help.
It was my temporary character and all. Goofy's friend. We're just all rolling persuasion.
Just a persuasion check. Yep.
Okay.
Come on, guys. I'm carrying the group right now. Means like Shuri.
you.
Okay. Well, when the time comes, if you prove useful, we can have another conversation. For now, I have a lot of work to do to make sure that this is ready to go. And you, he looks back at Saishori, may let your people know. For the price of what has been taken from here, we will not overthrow them. But when the time comes and I march with my army, see his mind drifts for a second. Tapestry will be coming through.
I kind of just stop in my tracks, listen, and then I'll just keep walking.
We'll be on our way again. Right.
Good luck.
To you as well.
As he turns his back to you and starts to cobble together pieces and bits and immediately jumps into work of recreating and continuing what Wen started at a much faster, much more efficient pace.
Gosh.
You all start to see as you leave, filing in from different rooms and catacombs, the ones that one had already put together but had not been given life yet because they lacked a power source strong enough to reanimate all of the undead Warforged. The horror show of scraps of body pulling themselves together. You see different limbs and pieces, Frankenstein though they may be, functioning, start to make their way to Eight's side to start helping him with the process. An assembly line of things to make this go a little quicker.
That's terrifying.
You all start to rush your way out. Jasper, both scared, confused, conflicted. He watched the mother that he had praised fall dead before you, but also, well, Jasper knows when to getting's good, and if you all are leaving and you need him to get home, he's running alongside you.
Once I feel we are a safe distance away, I'm going to turn to Jasper and go, "So Jasper, that deal about keeping you alive, that was a deal with the mother, right?"
Yeah, you need me to get back safely Tuesday for real, because I'm the only one who knows all the tricks and the trades and the storms. I can see them. I see them coming.
Right. Well,
It's not my first time traveling out here,
Yeah.
Jasper.
it's fine. We got out of there alive. Our friend is alive. I see no reason for anything extra. I just wanted to make you a little nervous there, Jasper.
How do you feel, Bushin?
I didn't think you were joking me, Robin.
There's no
You
reason
put a
to.
good amount. There's a lot of reasons. It's not
Look,
something you do around here.
he led 7 here, yes, or delivered
He
him.
led me here.
You handle your conflict as you'd like, Notion. He's your friend. Personally, I kind of look back to Vintath. It feels like, based on the fact that their plan is to launch all of their troops, that in some twisted fucking way, we were meant to be here.
I've been saying it. Or just
I'm having a hard time figuring out how they would have gotten the power they needed without the Ember Seed.
I had more questions. Why did he have to kill her?
Clearly, he was impatient.
Or he just knew she was going to be telling us things we're not supposed to know yet.
Could be that. There was almost a certain innocence to her. She's earnest. Is a better word.
She was only programmed to do what she knew.
And what of 8? Did you get any insights into him in the same way he may have taken
He was-
some piece of you, Sen?
He was everything I was lacking. So on top of all the information that I didn't have, he has everything that I know. All my experiences as well.
Even the stuff you can't remember?
Yeah. All of it.
7, do you still have that? And I just kind of look at him for a moment and go, forged by man to fight the gods. Continue. Do you know the rest of the passage?
Yeah. Forged by men to fight the gods, left to rust and die. From the earth his body made, to nature where he now abides. Travel west to find the spot where sand denotes the time.
Okay. Well, you didn't remember much when you were born, but I'm glad you kept it, at least. You still understand what you believe to be your purpose? Does this change things for you, Seven? You know now
Yeah.
how you were at least instructed to fight the gods, how they wanted you to do so.
Yeah. But... Damn, that's all gone now though, right?
Oh, wait, so he doesn't have that info? That's why I was asking him to continue the passage. I wanted to see if he remembered, if Seven remembered.
What are you asking is God?
That drive to figure out that.
Whether or not you are driven to figure that out, Seven, is up to you. What you do
Okay.
know from your conversation
Yeah.
is that poem is not in any of the databases of what.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
not a pre-written directive. That was the thing you learned when you first woke up.
Think. Okay, that clarifies it better. I repeated that to 1, and that's not part of it.
That was not your directive by her.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So I guess it changes nothing. I assume that forged by man to fight the gods would mean exactly what we were just told. But if
Yeah.
it's separate, then I suppose you still feel you're searching for your true purpose?
I do. But, I do.
Then I will
I think that
help you
was
find
my
it.
true purpose.
Oh,
That won't run. Did you know I was supposed to just be drawn back here? Instinctually. I didn't know
mean-
such thing existed.
I mean, it wasn't so much instinctual. We received the information, we tracked this down. I don't think you could guide me.
No.
It was me.
One said if I came back online, I would be drawn here.
Hmm.
Well, at least she's dead.
What do you mean at least? I had so many more questions.
She didn't know how to barter. She took stuff from me. She put me on the table. I got the disc on me. And for what? I'm still here?
Exactly, Seven. You're still here. If you had become this 8, transferred over into him, you'd be gone from us. You'd be this general meant to lead these armies. And I don't know about you, but
Now I
mean, we
think I
know-
feel bad what I did for the guys in the tavern when I met you guys.
you said you feel bad.
Yeah. I think it's called regret.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
Did this just come to you after you woke up? Or-
Yeah.
Interesting.
So maybe 7, maybe you didn't just lose something. Maybe you gained something from this process too.
More freedom. I
Sure.
have more freedom than 8.
Unquestionably.
Yeah.
8 is apparently going to be in this service, constructing and preparing to lead armies for the next year or more.
We should get out of here faster.
Wait, 7.
I
You
assume this is
mentioned?
all happening as we're walking.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're running and talking, and Jasper's like, "You guys are doing a lot of sentimental shit for having to be getting the fuck out of here."
Oh, I didn't know this was like a sprinting situation.
I'm just assuming I'm carrying him just full out with like on my arm, just like for really fast directions while we're going. Like he doesn't have a say. He can't just take a quick corner and get out.
There's
He-
only one exit, and again, as you are all making your way quickly, not maybe full sprint, but at least like walking quickly out of here, because you know you have at least a distance to cover to leave. As you do, again, the piles in the floor, the entire ceiling,
Yeah.
your exit is lit by the wave almost emanating from that laboratory of just eyes popping awake,
Yeah.
constantly on you, constantly moving.
Yeah. It's no longer the soft glow of them reaching out to me. Now they're just fucking going at it.
They are awake, they are functioning, and they have new orders and directives. But it takes a better part of an hour or so of you all moving quickly. You find your way back towards that familiar kind of incline spiral ramp that led most of you here.
Yeah, I took the express route.
As you make your way up, you get to the surface. That ever glowing red of the near hellscape that you are on hits your eyes for the first time in the last couple hours. You made it out of the underground portion. The sight that beholds you, though, what was once the still graveyard is a moving ocean of bodies and pieces coming to life.
Oh man.
So you are topside. What would you like to do?
I'm assuming the pile I left to take with me is moving too, isn't it?
You can only assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
You took a bunch of pieces. You do still
Yeah.
have
yeah.
parts. Yeah.
Well, I'm still holding Jasper's like, does this change how we get out of here now that they're moving?
I mean, if we're not going back in, that we can just leave. Don't need to go back into that. We can just
Yes, I'd like to avoid the pile
Yeah.
of the moving automatons, please.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. As you all leave the cavern, circle around the sea of bodies back towards the rough direction of where you need to head towards Zafarel, you pack up whatever materials you had left topside. For the ease of this, with Jasper's help, you have 3 days of travel back to Zafarel. Is there anything you wish to accomplish during those 3 days? Conversations you wish to have with each other or Jasper? Anything you wish to do over the course of the next couple of days of travel?
I mean, honestly, I just like to we don't have to play it all out, but I'd like to have some general conversations with Seven, and just make sure see what he remembers, what he doesn't, to make sure that's possible that he's whole.
I'm gonna have to hit somebody to explain it.
Right. But in terms of I'd specifically like to ask him about that passage and about his purpose, what his thoughts are from it.
I want to do an inside check on myself.
Sure. What are you looking for?
I want to know if I feel like it was written into me or if it was something from why I have such strong faith in Rugborg.
Sure. Give me an insight check.
I need 2 more. Yeah. So
It's hard to say, Seven. You are decoupling the loss of what was and remembering what started off this journey.
yeah.
The fact that this piece of you woke up only knowing two things. The first iteration of this poem and a strong connection to root bar.
Yeah.
Whether or not they are directly correlated, you are uncertain. But
Okay.
those are the two things that now your oldest memory are those two things.
Yeah. Yeah, Robbie. The only thing I do know is that passage and that I'm connected to Rugborg.
If that
This-
passage wasn't from one, then someone else had a separate purpose for you, Seven.
Yeah.
And we still need to find out what that is.
All right, damn, do I still keep the memories of those flashbacks? Is it,
I would say the ones of the children's voices, yes.
yeah. Okay. Good to know. For that, just flickered on. We'll do a guess that was anywhere in the last 2,399 years.
Yes. I don't even know where to begin talking about the fact that there's been 30,000 years of history in this world undone.
Yeah.
What a
I
terrifying prospect.
what I find interesting is that I led 3 wars before this one. with her
It-
the math and the cycles, it means I'm almost 2,400 years old.
Yes.
Remind me,
yes,
Robbie,
you are.
how far back does this country's history go? When was-
DM. So I don't have to dig into my notes. 150 years.
Give or take.
And how long ago was the signing of the Grand Covenant?
600-ish.
Yeah.
So
But
we
it's
can
600-ish, but people only remember 150 back. Yep.
so we can extrapolate that the signing of the Grand Covenant was some kind of armistice, maybe. It's a lot more than we're led to believe.
It would explain
But
why
if-
all you elves don't have grandparents if every 600 years all life is wiped.
You're right. It may not be that we didn't remember. If this Grand Covenant was an armistice, why exactly would they be gearing up for another one?
Well, it's cyclical.
Maybe each cycle has its own Grand Covenant,
That was my thought as well.
and it's simply a means of calming everything down until the cycle can begin anew. The war and chaos can envelop this world. It's a way to keep us all placated, as if there is real justice in this world, and that we're not simply preparing up to be the fuel for the next proverbial fire. Lilia? Saishori? Thoughts? I'm just shooting into the wind here.
I mean, it wouldn't make sense that every of these war cycles we just get wiped out. Because how is it that no one has ever seen signs of a war even happening this consistently? How is it that the world hasn't been destroyed? Of how massive these wars have been? Where have the previous bodies all gone? The only thing we've seen is the Warforged graveyard, but it seems they're just stuck here to again continue the cycle all the time.
7
There's
begins.
physical evidence somewhere else that they're definitely hiding.
7 is
At least
taking
we just reference.
literally. He's going to explain to all of you that you are all organic, biodegradable matter. He is not.
I mean, you're right.
What do you
right.
Yes, he is.
You're
He is
right.
absolutely correct.
True.
I mean, you're not wrong,
Like
but
this
you
is
know.
And beyond that, I'm sure that is a fantastic point, Seven. And I'm sure any
so
trace
smug about the answer.
we saw the amount of Warforged that were launched at whatever is coming. And it
Now-
wasn't enough. So we're talking about great sources of power. I'm sure they would be capable of wiping any remaining trace as the next cycle begins.
I'm curious now to see if the Tiefling's library has any information on this. They did say there's a lot of history that they had that we don't.
Shori has some magical paper. I think when we're back, we have a variety of different things to request from Zephyros library archives.
Yes, let's keep that in mind.
Follow everything you guys are saying.
Can
Down
you
here
hear
to
us?
up the mic check again.
You're good. You're good.
Okay. So I might not follow everything that you guys are talking about, but how did Seven over here get up there? I've never seen a Warforged just walk through town. I doubt the elders would just let him walk through the portal.
Very bluntly, I am special. I do what I
He
want.
is. He did.
Jasper, you ever see any Warforged walking around or have to smuggle these guys?
Not that we're walking. That was kind of the point. It was when I saw one that was kind of more free-willed and moving about that the mother was looking for him. Uh, I mean, there's been like, mindless, like robot zombies, I guess. I don't know how else to describe them. They're rarely.
Yes.
Usually they're servants.
Evolution. Once Seven met up with us, many people, unfortunately, sometimes to their detriment, assumed he was just our property, so they didn't really give us much of an issue once he began traveling. Seven, we all know that's not true,
Yeah,
and that those people had problems by saying those things, but
they do.
that was the assumption. So we haven't faced many issues, honestly, having Seven with us.
Yeah. Also, I didn't wake up here. I walked into that bar, and the gates. I needed their boots, their clothes, and their coin.
So Warforged walks into a bar. But before that, when you got up, was there other Warforged around you? Any signs of war? I don't
No,
get how you got over there.
I woke up in a tree. Yeah, even one said like I should have just. I would have been programmed to just go back. I'm starting to get my accents mixed up with the southern stuff. So when I woke up, I was in a tree. I broke free of that. Went over to Crowhaven, right? Or Ashfeller?
Ashfeller.
Ashfeller. Into Ashfeller. And they were very rude to me at the gate. So I demanded retribution. Does that explain anything?
No. But you said you woke up in a tree.
Yeah.
Did one or anyone know how long you've been in there? I doubt they just keep robots up in trees like a pinata for
Well,
many years without anyone being curious.
with according to the information we just received, I was probably there before the tree, just inactive.
Yeah, he wasn't
I do have
in the tree.
We don't know how he got
was
there, Lucian.
part
in
of
the
tree.
tree.
It grew around me. But at one point, there was a house, and I could hear children and someone telling them to leave me alone, to not touch it. And then I broke the tree, took the first guard stuff, and then when I got into the bar, I threw one guard into the wall, broke the other one's arm, and the third one was so terrified of me that he couldn't even arm wrestle. So he just had to sit there until the guard captain came.
Either way, if the elders aren't in need of help, maybe it's worth you guys checking out that area. There's got to be someone or something that knows something about that. If he came out in one piece, not even a single thing touched from him, some people in there has got to know something. I can't just imagine Warforged just being there and no one wanting to get a little cold.
It's a fair point, Seven. If you remember where the tree was, we could go back and investigate the area.
Well, I remember exactly where that tree was.
Definitely worth the trip. Maybe you could find something that could help you out, help us out.
I do need to go home.
Yeah. And speaking of that, that reminded me, I need to pray.
Yeah.
And we
Hopefully
should-
Rhubarb talks to you.
Yes,
Yeah.
please. And we should go back to that area anyway to stop in with the broker. At the very
Yeah.
least as well. But
Come on.
lest we forget all, we've got someone to kill first.
She's already dead.
Yeah.
You're
Wait,
right.
who are we killing?
Zane.
Oh yeah, he has to die.
Yes. We've still got quite
Oh,
we've still got
Yeah.
quite a large military conflict to go through ourselves before we get anywhere back close to Asphalt. So let's be very grateful we have 7 with
Back.
us right now.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
tall again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man. This is been an adventure. I don't know how we're gonna sum this up for Suji whenever we see him.
That's going to be a nightmare.
Hopefully he's having a better time than we are.
Meanwhile, no.
it's old timey. It's just
Yeah.
moving about the.
So yeah, I was digging. I got possessed. I touched something in the forehead with a claw. He told me where to go. Then she betrayed me, and then my radiation killed her. And then we were very lucky that he let us leave. And now we're here. Also, yeah, all the Warforged, they're alive. They're all just specifically there. That is exactly how it is summed up. And I will not clarify any of the details. It's fine. But yeah. And also, I feel like
Lucian, what exactly would you charge for your mercenary work if there were, a hypothetical group that needed to be taken care of? That may be led by a very, let's call him, powerful person.
So it's me against how many people?
Well, it would be you, us, and many of Zephyr finest women, taking out a band of hunters.
Why do I not think this is a hypothetical?
Because it's happening. I won't give you the timeline or any specific details until we were to enlist you in a contract, of course, but several mercenaries in a company, as well as some possible otherworldly entities, nothing too crazy, but we're going to deal with it. And led by someone who, let's say, we don't know exactly how to kill yet, but we're going to figure it out. What sort of a charge would you have for such a mercenary contract?
I mean, sound a lot less confident and a lot more convoluted on this conversation compared to anything else we fucking talked about. Hell, you were willing to talk to some Warforged while we were already attacked by multiple Warforged deep underground. So if you guys are scared of this, I need definitely multiple of those platinum coins that you have there.
I think we could arrange that. You figure out how many of those platinum coins you need, and if you're interested, we can write a contract for you to review.
I will figure that out after I get some rest on the first day.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
I want Chris to play 2 characters.
Yeah.
but also like, and another ally makes sense if we can,
Heck yeah.
sign him up.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything else you wish to accomplish during your travel time?
No, I'm fully gonna pray. As for Gorg. What time? So now it's time. And like, who am I fighting? Is it all of them?
Give me a religion check.
Yeah. Am I gonna have to kill 8? 21.
Sen, I think the first thing you're taken back by is the silence. The first time in a long time that you go to pray, you don't need the bad rock or the good rock. You don't need Zoth talking to you. You're allowed to be alone in your thoughts.
That's even more terrifying.
And somewhere during your prayer, during your rest, you think, you have that creeping thought of, did I imagine it? Like, was it the stress of the moment? Was it just something that I wanted to hear in a time of uncertainty? You get a small creep in the back of your head. You have what you need. Find me.
Find you. So cool. What do you mean I have what I need?
Seven, you wake up the next day without an answer to that question.
Yeah. Well, regardless, I spoke to Rugborg. I'm so excited. We're gonna hit the ground and crater it. I'm also assuming my gauntlets are back on now.
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. One way to
Um,
wake up the party.
I want to check out just the I guess the pattern, the feel, the flow of the ley lines to see if all those warforgers waking up did anything to disrupt it.
Give me a d20 plus proficiency plus your wisdom.
Plus my proficiency, that'd be 16, and plus what else?
Wisdom.
Where's that'd be 20.
20? Okay. It's strange. You don't know if it's the waking of the Warforged or something else. There is definitely as you find the leiatic energy around you and the kind of the veins that are running, there is certainly a heavier pulse coming from the area you've just left. Not overflowing with power or energy at the moment, but there's definitely like waves of just kind of like a heartbeat, just boom, boom, boom.
Cool. Good to know.
That's not ominous in the slightest.
Yeah, right.
I assume at this point, Roach, we're like long rested. We're into at least the next solid
Yeah.
day.
If there's nothing else anyone wishes to accomplish during the travel time, we will skip
any-
over to returning to Zephyral.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to use, because let's do it before we get back. If anyone wants to send out messages, anyone can do so with the ring of spell storing, and obviously we can do the pass the ring around. I cast sendings into it, so blah 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 on that. If anyone wants to send any messages out on the travel time, that's an option too.
We let the broker know that the Warforged are awake and they have a new general.
I think we should keep that information to ourselves for now.
Should we
That
let him
is-
know we have to transfer the mantle over to
The
Nikolai?
Mantle?
The frog mantle. The sending cape.
Oh, the sending cape. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Yep. Well, I mean, we don't have to let him know. We can't do it till we get back to him anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Seven
So-
really wants to wear both.
So the other option, if you want to take that off, is we could only communicate with the broker with sending spells at that point.
Yeah.
And we can't
But
just send
we-
him shit.
Yeah.
Well, we have to go back.
And then we also get one thing from him. What was it, a month or a week?
Yeah, a month.
Month.
A month.
We can send
Yeah.
stuff daily. He can send stuff once a month.
We could
Yep.
send him one of the parts he found. Ask him to look into it.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. It's not.
And again, I mean, what's he going to tell us more about the automaton scrap than what we already learned? We just learned a lot about them.
Well, my thought is he might
Yeah.
know the different iterations of the family crest. Because he has been studying the old history, right? He might know something.
He might, but even if he does, he might not be able to tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which has been very annoying.
True. But
I-
the fact that he
I-
that he does know something tells us something in itself.
That's true.
I appreciate the broker as an ally, but because of this contract that we don't exactly know the terms of, I do think we should be careful about what information we distribute to him. That information in and of itself could have value that we could leverage, which I'm sure, as the businessman the broker is, I'm sure he would understand. If it comes down to it.
Mhm.
But more important, the information we just discovered about these cycles, the war, what's coming. We might be some of the only people on our entire plane that know any of this. That's not just valuable, it's dangerous.
Fair assessment.
I would look with Blution too and say, I can't. And sorry, I'm blanking on the other guy. Lars,
Jasper?
right? Or Jasper.
Jasper.
Yeah, Blution and Jasper. I'll say, I can't oblige either of you to keep what you've learned secret. But given how much effort was put in to cover up the history of this, I imagine you would only be endangering your lives if this information would be spread.
I don't intend to talk to probably anybody ever again.
I mean, that's fair.
All
Wise
right.
choice.
Yes.
He's gonna go into hiding.
It was fine.
Zaishori, what about you? Are we going to inform the Tiefling Council of the fact that that tapestry now might be the most important magical item in existence?
I kind of have to, don't you think?
Yes, but you also have your own concerns related to your place on the council. And
And
I'm
it's good
curious.
leverage.
I was going to say, I'm curious if you would use one to get the other.
Yeah, but it's a little bit lower on my list of priorities right now. Or we have some more immediate problems to deal with. But it's
You're
definitely on the
right.
list of priorities.
Well,
We
my
need to
question
focus on
is,
Zane.
does the
Right.
tapestry taking such precedence now with the Warforged change our purview over our plan with Zane?
Well, Zane's in
It's a worthy question.
2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Yes, but it
They
all
got to worry about it in
hinges.
a year.
Fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that's some pragmatism if I've ever heard it.
7 got smarter.
Someone's just like, they gave us
Se-
clear instructions. They're like, we
Seven,
have to
you've
do
been
this in a
ever
couple weeks.
since the
That's
since the
next year.
process. You've been making some excellent points.
Yeah, it's that human side that they thought was obsolete. Bunch of
Oh.
diplomats. Still gonna keep using that word incorrectly.
DM, I want to use my scenting stone for VSM.
Okay.
So much happening. So stressed. Hope you're well. We need to bath and wine together again. Miss you, bestie.
Just girl talk.
Yeah.
Fate of the world might be in my people's hands. You know, no big
Yeah.
deal.
It's fine. We need brunch though. It's very important. It's a mental health day, really.
Some mimosas.
I miss you too. I'm sorry it's been stressful. I have made some decent headway here. I look forward to your return. I will make sure the baths are ready. And the wine.
Hell yeah.
We have to go back to Ashfall. No, we're going to Silicon Valley. I need to take a bath.
We have an area
We-
now. We can do
well,
whatever we want.
We also know we're eventually going to have to return to Silicon Valley. That's so. But again, it's on the list. The building list.
Okay, we go to Moran, Ashfall, Silicon Valley. Back to. I'm gonna pull up the map.
Go visit the count and figure out how that shit works.
Yeah, obviously the trip.
Shadowfell. Yeah.
The trip
fine.
to Isterfalla.
Yeah.
We got some places to be.
Hey, at least once you leave the waste, you actually have an airship.
Yeah.
I felt
Sure.
so bad giving you guys an airship just to send you to the one place that you can't use an airship.
Yeah, that's I was like when you made the weather comment for the first time, I'm just there like, oh. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yep. You guys like
Yeah.
delayed gratification? Here you go.
But the 3 days travel from wherever eight's new compound is going to be called. Eventually, at the end of the 3rd day on the horizon, you can see the outskirts of Zephyr proper. I don't think it would matter for hit dice, but pretty much you should all be at full at this point because it's 3 days of long rests. But it's about midday as you return, just under a week from when you left. While you have plenty of things to still do, people to check in with, preparations to be made for your next trek, or an assault is on the horizon. That is where we'll end tonight's session, and you all officially, by making it back to Zephyr, hit level 9, as does Suji
Hey.
for his own bullshit.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
We'll get
go.
into.
Man, he got level 9
Nice.
for the plot.
Wait, has Suji done his privately with you, or is it something we're still gonna do?
I have not done anything specifically with Suji yet, but
Oh, okay.
me and Chris need to talk about what Suji is doing in his downtime for the last week.
Nice.
Oh, he's making a 15-foot long sword.
It's true.
Oh, Roach,
Yes,
can I make some acid in the alchemy jug on the 3 days?
sure.
Cool. Thank you.
DM, I have the magical paper on me, right?
Yes.
Okay, then during the 3 days, I want to just pass it around to everyone so they can write down their topics.
How many pieces of paper do we get?
Well,
Okay.
Does that mean like one request per
Yeah.
sheet? Is that the idea here?
yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, is it just the amount of words we can fit onto each page?
No, you get 12 single requests.
Okay, fair enough.
7 has but one request: the location of Rugborg.
I'm like, oh, I'm gonna look into like angels and celestial beings if they know anything. No, where's Rugbarg? We're back to square one.
Oh my
Give
goodness.
me his address.
It's like, if not, I have to find Chauncey again.
I love too how
Here's
you got
Rugborg, and where is Chauncey? An information broker named Chauncey.
Yep. It's funny. 7, you just got told you have everything you need to find me, and he's like, give me that location.
Look, man, they're talking about like the power of friendship. I need a physical address. Oh, I have free will. Yeah, I'm gonna use it to find you. Okay.
Give me the Addy. I'm pulling up scrapping.
Yep.
Exactly.
On
We're getting
site.
there. And then after I meet him, then 7 dies. And I'll be all for nothing. Because I have a history of making very bad rolls, but very good ones randomly for things that are less important.
Yeah.
Yeah. It tracks.
So think about your level ups. Let me know if you have any questions. 9 should be easy for most of you.
9's very simple for me.
Don't forget to roll your hit dice for that HP
Yeah.
boost.
Yeah, it's a D10 plus what? The 2 for my con save?
So it's whatever half of the hit dice of the level you're taking. For 7 for you, if you're taking a fighter level, it's a D10. If you're taking a
Yeah.
barbarian level, it's a D12.
Yeah.
So it's half of the die plus 1. So half of a D10 is 6, half a D12 is a 7,
Yeah.
plus your con modifier.
Okay.
And it defaults if you roll less than half of the dice plus 1, you take that. So if your minimum should be on a D12 a 7, your minimum on a D6 is a 4, things like that.
Okay.
Any questions, or if you just want to do it now while I'm here, feel free.